I just did the entire video without clicking play on my phone. So I have the audio, but no video. So we're just gonna do the whole thing again, but it's already open, and I had this whole cute thing where I explained how to open the bottle, but we're doing it all again, and I'm gonna explain it all again, and that's just how it's gonna be. This is not the apple wine that I made on this channel. This is one I made before that. The recipe on this was 1 gallon of apple juice, I don't remember which kind anymore, with 2 pounds of brown sugar. I think I used dark brown sugar as well, so I really went like molasses heavy on this. And my final gravity on this was 1.026. So that comes out to about 11% alcohol. Now, to open a wine bottle, you need to get a wine thief. That's the best way to open a wine bottle. It's the traditional way anyway. And get the little knife and you run it below the lip of the bottle, okay? The mouth is the opening and the lip is that little ridge that's below the opening. So you wanna get right below that and then just go all the way around and then you pull it off. And then the covering here is called a capsule. So you wanna serrate off the top part of the capsule, okay? And then you get the screw part and you just screw it in, okay? And you go all the way in. All the way to the first twist in the screw, okay? And you start by hitting the first ledge and then up in the second ledge and then it pops all the way out. So for example, just like that. I realized the cork was already out because as I said, I already did this. Okay? And then you pour out a little taste. On the color, it is caramel or caramel. It's rich, it's deep. I don't think it's completely clear, but it's mostly clear. And that's just because I didn't let it sit for long enough before I bottled it. This was well into the early years of let's wine about it process. On the smell, it's got a very unique smell. It's almost a little overbearing, very molasses heavy, very cooked apple notes, very sweet, almost too sweet. And that's okay. I remember that from when I bottled this, so that's no surprise. On the taste, it's good. It's rounded out well over the last year. It's very sweet, very molasses forward. So that is a correction I would make on this recipe. I would not use as much brown sugar because brown sugar is great, but it needs to be used sparingly, okay? You can overdo it and then the molasses becomes the dominant feature of the wine that you made and any fruit or other flavors will be overpowered. You won't notice them. On this, you get molasses, you get apple, but the dominant feature here is brown sugar, maple syrup. You also do get on the back end the kind of edge that comes with mini wines, honestly with underaged wines, so I'm surprised it still has that. It's just the alcohol, it's a little bit of kick, it's kind of a bitter note almost that I notice. It doesn't ruin the wine, but given how sweet it is up front, it's discordant. It doesn't match with the note at the back end. So it's decent. I would say over the year of aging, the flavors have molded together more and the alcohol has receded into the background. You can't taste it as much. You can, I mean, this is 11% alcohol. You can taste it, but it's not as noticeable. One of the main things that happens to apple wines or apple fermentations as they age is malolactic fermentation. Apple juice is really high in malic acid. Malolactic fermentation happens when malolactic bacteria take the malic acid and convert it into lactic acid. It's a type of acid that is half as acidic and tastes smoother. You get a more rounded flavor profile. Malolactic acid also produces what's called diacetyl, which is a buttery taste. I noticed this a lot on this. On the very back end, once you get past the alcohol aftertaste, there is this nice, smooth, buttery aftertaste. It's not the gross one that I call the buttery aftertaste, the waxy aftertaste that I've noticed in other wines. It's better, and I think that's what the diacetyl is. So I'm pleased with that. So I would say that the last year has rounded out the flavor profile. And I'm happy with it. I mean, it's not delicious by any means. I wouldn't serve this to people and be like, yes, this is my best product. But it's pretty good. It's a good first try at apple pie wine. And if I did this a third time, there are many things I would do differently. And I may come back to that. I know that's really specific and niche and not a lot of people care about apple pie wine, but I seem to have rallied around it. And that's what this channel is all about, me. And then you put your cork back in and you put this back in the fridge. Okay, if you leave it outside, if you leave it in room temperature, it's going to oxidize faster. So put it in your fridge, drink it within a day or two. You wait a week, it's gonna taste flat. It's gonna be gone. So drink it quickly. I'll drink this whole bottle tonight. Just kidding. I might. We'll see. Thank you for watching. I always appreciate it. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and watch all the other videos, and have a great day. Thanks. Bye-bye.